Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dominic from Player.net, and today we're taking a look at AVG Internet Security 2014. Now this is the latest build, which is 4158, and pretty much AVG Internet Security does exactly what it says on the tin. It is designed to protect your system from viruses, spyware, worms and trojans. Protect your system whilst you're browsing the internet. Protect your identity. Protect your emails, and there's even a firewall to make sure there's no unwanted access to your network or to your computer over the internet. So let's look at this in a bit more detail, shall we? So the antivirus, this is as basic as it gets, and that is because it's foolproof and it's designed to protect you and be all completely and 100% foolproof on your system. And here we have a nice little readout of the protection provided on this PC. So this is the files it is scanned. This is the files it is scanned since installation. It has found and healed two viruses, or two applications that contained content that deemed viruses in the last 30 days. And luckily my email accounts here are protected and there's nothing coming through there, so I'm fine. And since installation, obviously it's found 3 files and covered a large amount of information. Now this is tallied up over the several months that I've been using this software, so it's the last 30 days. That is it pretty much in a nutshell. So here on the deeper settings, you can basically set it to do certain things, like do you want it to ask you before it removes a threat? Do you want it to? Nah. You can turn that off and it will just automatically remove it, and you never even have to be bothered by it. There's lots of other features here that are just designed to protect you and make this as intrusive as you want it to be, or as unobtrusive. In that respect, just by turning that ask me when you remove a threat option just stops it irritating you. It just does it. Gone. Don't have to think about it. Here obviously we can protect you while you're web browsing. So this is basically integrates with your browser and goes, you just clicked on a link, we don't like that link, we're going to stop you going there. And the online shield also is just to protect you from any threats and any viruses and malware that you may encounter while searching the internet. Wikipedia, Facebook, anywhere. This will protect you from any threats that may occur and you may come into contact with. The link scanner is more specific, and basically any exploit sites or complex online threats, it will stop you going to them. Now, if you've ever seen anyone on Twitter or Facebook that's been hacked and then is spamming you with junk messages and junk newsfeed posts, you'll understand that they're either spam trying to sell you something, or they are actually malicious threats that are there to infest your system and then generally cause havoc. Is also can protect your identity. So here, this just proactive identity theft protection and privacy related security, and then there's the identity alert option that you can pay for additionally, and that just monitors the internet for potential misuses of your identity. The email service here just is designed to protect enabled for incoming messages, currently disabled for outgoing messages. I don't know why. This integrates with almost all emails providers that are out there, email services, so Thunderbird, Outlook, etc., etc., and is generally designed to protect you from any incoming or outgoing messages that you may be sending, whether you know you're sending them or not, that are that you are sending, that may contain viruses. So this protects people that you are emailing that may end up being infected by an application that has got around AVG Internet Security, which is highly unlikely, and also protects you from any incoming messages that contain any viruses or malicious content. And as ever, there's a firewall here which takes over for Windows' own firewall and can block any application that is trying to contact the internet, so anything that's trying to send your information that maybe has got around the internet security, as I said, which is unlikely, or anything that's trying to attack your system. So anything that's trying to hack your PC remotely, this can stop it. So anything it doesn't recognize, it will stop it in its tracks. And that pretty much in a nutshell is AVG Internet Security. I've been using this software for several weeks now, several months, and it has been just a fantastic piece of software. It has not caused any additional stress on my system. It leaves me alone. It only gets involved when it has to. There was an update today where I had to actually disable some applications that run as part of AVG Internet Security so they could be updated. Now this took me launching them and then closing them down, because they run as background processes, or specifically going to Task Manager to disable them just to update, which was a bit of a pain in the backside, but that obviously is designed so you have to physically shut them down. There's no way of interacting with them via software to shut them down, and having to physically go to them. I say physically, right click, shut down, launch them and shut them down, is a safer option than a software integration that can actually close an application that is designed to run in the background digitally. It is then not exploitable, which is fantastic, which I can understand AVG's why they've running a system that way. Obviously, my system has been fully up to date and I'm protected from any threats on the internet. There are also mobile applications, which I almost forgot to mention. There are mobile applications available on Android, Windows Phone and iOS. There are free options. The antivirus security is free. The AVG memory and cache cleaner is free. The battery saver and tune-up is free. Uninstaller and image shrinker are free applications. There is a pro version of the antivirus security software here, which is an additional charge. Windows Phone has the AVG Family Safety 8. Now this is just it's an all-in-one application that pretty much covers all of I went too far back there, sorry, which covers the Android applications, which are separate ones here, and there is an iOS AVG Family Safety option here, which is the same thing. These are also available as separate applications for tablets, so you can install these on your tablet PCs. There are additional purchase for the Pro version for your tablet. Obviously free versions of all these softwares. The only difference between a pro or paid for version of any trial or permanent trial or software is the pro version has a more regular update process. So rather than it being once a day for the trial or the free version, the pro or paid for version has an hourly update if it's required. Obviously virus definitions, they do change quite a lot, but they don't change that frequently that it needs to update all of the time. There is also a drive update option here, and I'm going to launch this window, and what you'll see is you can pay for a service that lasts for 1 year. It costs $19.99 at the moment, but it's regular priced at $24.99, so £25, or your regional equivalent. And this is basically a single piece of software that is a one-click update of drivers, or several clicks of update drivers. I don't know. I haven't used this service. It's not something that I'm actually reviewing, but it's an addition to part of the AVG software family. There's more from AVG here, and this is just an advertisation thing here. So this goes back to both the mobile and tablet versions of this software, the driver updater. There's a live archive option that's integrated with Internet Security. There is a trial basis. When I click on it, there is a trial basis here for 30 days, and then obviously there's a fair usage policy involved in that, but this can automatically back up and synchronize software, synchronize your files, access your files on the go, and quick and easy file share option. Now this just basically works like a cloud-based storage, Dropbox, SkyDrive, etc., etc. There's various different ones out there, but there is a service provided by AVG which protects your files and is only shared between you and who you set it to be shared with. Let's go back. Reputation.com is another way, another thing that AVG are working in conjunction with to basically stop fraudsters stealing your data. And the family safety option here, which will launch a, well, this, no, it's all part of here. The AVG family safety is basically a £30 service per year, protects 3 computers, there's £10 a PC, and if you've got 3 children, or several children, obviously it starts at 3 and goes up to 10. If you've got several systems and you have children on a regular basis that have access to those PCs, and you want to stop them getting access to inappropriate content, certain places on social networking, and also protect them from bullying all whilst on the internet, AVG Family Safety is a great option here. Though personally, there is parental supervision whilst the child uses the internet is always beneficial. This would not be the be-all and end-all of protecting them from predators or from inappropriate content, because maybe there's something that this doesn't flag up. So that is an option, and there's also an additional charge, but it's also integrated within the Internet Security Suite. One thing that people talk about when they think internet security is it doesn't work, it's terrible, it slows my system down, etc., etc. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to launch the task manager right now. Where are you? There you are. And here we can see that Open Broadcast Software is using more usage on my system than AVG is, but that's because I'm using it to record my desktop at the moment. So AVG user interface is actually doing nothing. It's sitting here doing absolutely jack all because it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to scan, doesn't need to protect me from anything because there's nothing for it to do. Now this will do a regular scan of my system, so it can scan my whole computer, and it will do all of these list of things here. As I yawn, excuse me, but will not do them whilst I am doing certain other tasks. So if I'm running something that I'm on a fully windowed game, I've got a game that's running that's covering my entire screen, AVG will not hog system resources whilst I am playing that video game. Even when it is scheduled to do its scan of my PC, it won't whilst you're gaming. So that's one great thing to know. Obviously, you can scan computer for rootkits here, scan specific files or folders if you ask it to, or scan your entire computer. And obviously, there's no scheduled scan here at all. And actually, I'm going to schedule one. I'm going to have this run every 5 days. No, 5 hours? No. I'm going to have this run on a selected day. I'm going to have this run on a day that I know, on midday on a Friday. It run on startup, or just run. I'm going to have it run on midday on a Friday. I'm going to click save. Okay, apparently it's out of range for some reason. Selected days, every selected day in a month, every day. Selected days at midday. Okay, apparently there's an issue there, but hey, that's forget it. It doesn't much matter. No, forget it. Okay, so I can't set a schedule there, but I may set that up in the future. But for the moment, it's pretty much my system is protected. And as you can see here, that this uses almost no resources. Even when it's running in the background, it uses no resources. Obviously, it's got other things here that are designed to protect your system that you can disable if you want to, but then they'll just cause a problem with the software. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you do, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be putting out more content on this Player YouTube channel in the coming months. And I'd like to say a big thank you to AVG for inviting me down to the seminar you hosted in London and for giving me access to this great piece of software. So thank you very much, and goodbye.